Pricing drone surveys nearly cost my business in the early years. I thought I was doing everything right, booking jobs, delivering great work, staying busy. But one day I sat down and added everything up and realized I was earning less than someone on minimum wage. Long days, expensive gear, constant pressure, and almost nothing left over at the end of the month. And the scariest part, I didn't even notice it was happening. I was fully booked, the clients were happy, but I was quietly bleeding money. And I see this happen to drone surveys all the time. They copy prices for companies that have been around for 10 or 20 years or try to undercut the market just to win work without realizing those numbers don't work for them. So in this video, I want to walk you through the method I now use to price job and how I finally got control of my income. In this video, you will learn how to actually calculate what your work is worth, when to raise your rates and when it's okay to offer discounts, how to stop guessing and start pricing with intention. If you want more behind the scenes tips like this, real pricing breakdowns, workflows and strategies I've learned in over 20 years, join my free newsletter. I share things there that don't always make it in these videos. The link is down in the description. Most drone business owners undercharge, but they don't realize by how much. They think they are missing 50 pounds here or there, but when you actually run the numbers, it's often hundreds. And here's the dangerous part. On paper, it still looks like you are making money. So let's break down the pricing method I use for every job. Service price equal project cost plus business expenses plus profit. It looks simple, but each of those numbers hides a lot. So let's walk through them step by step. Now, technically, salary isn't in the formula, but it still needs to be built in the project cost because you are not just a drone operator. You are the whole operation. Let's say you want to take home £3,000 a month. Now add 20% tax, national insurance 6%, pension 7%, your actually cost to employ yourself is closer to £48,000 per year. Now divide that over 10 working months to take in account for holiday gaps and slow seasons. That gives you a working day rate of around £240 or £4,800 per month. That's the minimum you should be building into your pricing. Project costs are everything it takes to deliver one specific job. They include your time, equipment and software use, travel, batteries, processing credits, and any rental or help on site. Let's say it's a 2-day job. Your time is £480, tools and software is £200, and travel is £50. Your project cost is £730. Still no overhead, still no profit. These are the background costs that most people factor in. Things like website, email, accounting, insurance, car, gear servicing, software subscription, and loan payments. Let's say your business earns £75,000 per year and your expenses total £15,000. That's a 20% overhead rate. So in this job, at 20% of £730, which is £146. Now your break-even price is £876. This is where most people stop, but this is where the business either lives or dies. Profit isn't a bonus or your salary, it's the lifeline that keeps your business alive. It gives you room to upgrade, survive dry spells, invest in help, and actually grow. Let's say you aim for 20% profit. That's £175 on this job. Your full service price becomes £1,051. Sounds solid, right? But if you hadn't run the numbers, you've charged £500 and thought you made money until your bank account told a different story. Now that you know how to build your price, let's talk about when to adjust it. Here are 3 signs it's time to raise your rates. You are fully booked. If you're turning down work, demand is higher than supply, raise your prices. Clients say yes too quickly. No resistance, you're likely underpriced. You've leveled up your service. Faster delivery, better output, and more value. Reflect that in your prices. Now, what about discounts? Yes, you can offer one, but it should be intentional. Offer a discount when you are building a long-term relationship. The scope is smaller, the timing fills the gap, and the client brings consistent work, but never discount just because you are afraid to lose a job. Because when you lower your rates to win the work, you are telling the client that your value is flexible, and once you do that, it's hard to go back up. Your salary is what you earn to do the job. Your profit is what the business earns for running well. When you separate the two, you know what's actually working. You stop draining the business for short-term income. You build a buffer and you start making decisions like a business owner. That's the difference between surviving and building something real. Remember where we started? Fully booked, clients are happy, but quietly losing money. If that sounds even slightly familiar, this is how I fix it. Stop guessing, know your numbers, and price your work like your business depends on it, because it does. If this helped you think differently about pricing, join my free newsletter. It's where I share deeper strategies, tools, and lessons I've learned after 20 years in the field. The link is down in the description, and I will see you there.